So let's talk about social media. Today, in the modern age, small to middle sized businesses haven't really got understood what social media is. I want to try to clarify it a bit because I think social media is one of the main tools today to build an audience, to build a community, brand tribe, brand community, um, and to really engage with your community, um, and therefore it is the best tool for brand building in general, because this is what a brand is. A brand is something that has a community, and where the community can engage with the brand, can start conversations with the brand, um, and are sort of in this constant dialogue with a company that um, has created the brand. Um, and this is what social media is. Social media is just a dialogue um, of you, the brand, and your customers or your community. Um, when we have when we look at the pre-era of social media, advertisement marketing was just a one-way street. We would Brands would advertise their products, would market to their customers, and customers could just receive whatever the brand spoke to them, whatever the brand put out there. Today it's a dialogue. It doesn't work as a one-way street. It's a two-way street today, and social media is the way to make it a two-way street. And also, if you are a brand, there is no possibility to just have the one-way street approach, because through social media, even though if your brand isn't using social media or whatever, any social media platform, social media is there. People are talking to each other, leaving reviews about your business, even though you don't want anybody to leave reviews. It's a two-way street. You can't actually escape from that. And the question is, do you want to engage in the two-way street or you don't? And if you don't, that's a huge missed opportunity. Engage with your community on YouTube or whatever. Very simply put, first of all, you have to think about who your target audience is. Who is going to see your things that you put out there? And then you have to think about from there, you have to think from their perspective. So when you see an Instagram channel or a TikTok channel, you have to have a reason to follow them. Either it's because they have nice pictures, nice videos, the videos are funny, entertaining, or they have informative content. Or you have to recognize this as a brand, because people don't want to see advertisements anymore. People want to engage, they want to have meaningful content that either entertains them or informs them about something. Advertising is dead on those platforms because it doesn't work that way anymore. So I see so many Instagram channels from small to middle scale businesses that are just about posting job postings, posting new dishes or products on their shelves, or dishes in their menus, um, or new drinks or whatever, but it's always something promoting some promotional post about promoting something new, something that has happened, um, and that's not engagement. That's not engaging in the two-way street. That's just about bombarding your community with facts that are solely about your brand, about your offering. So to keep track, you either have to entertain your audience or inform your audience about a topic that is related to your product, to your offering, to your service. It doesn't have to be in the same niche. It can be broader than that. You have to get into the perspective of your customer. What is my customer interested in? And then how can I bridge maybe the topic that he is interested in, that maybe on the surface has nothing to do with my product, but how can I bridge this topic with my product in the end? Somehow, it's just about creating value for your community, not about selling to them. This is a strategy called Jab, Jab, Right Hook, after Gary Vaynerchuk. I think Gary Vaynerchuk was the one who called it like that. And Jab, Jab, Right Hook is an analogy from boxing, right? So, and it is about that the jabs are not the real deal. The jabs are just to keep your opponent moving, and then the right hook is to knock him out. Maybe it's a hard analogy when we're thinking about a brand and customer or community, but when you put it in different words, jab, jab, jab is telling a story, engaging with the community, and the right hook is the punchline. And the punchline wouldn't be the punchline without you telling the story first. The two can't exist without each other. The thing about 3 jabs and 1 hook is that the amount of engagement with your community is much more than the amount of you trying to sell something to them. Because if you're constantly trying to sell them something, they're getting accustomed to it, and then they're not in the reactive state they are in. When you engage with them, tell them a story, and then tell them, oh, but here's our new product, you can maybe consider to buy it, or here's our new coupon code with 20% discount or whatever. But when you do it in every post, they're getting lazy, they're getting accustomed to you posting or you posting every day about your product, about a new offering or whatever. Ask yourself, what do my customers care about? Not only in your niche, like I said before, but like in general. So for example, if you sell sports cars, your customers might also be interested in motorsports, like Formula One or whatever. They maybe are. They maybe are not that enthusiastic about it, but it might be content they might be interested in. Your customers might be interested in what's new in the world of sports cars. So, for example, if you're selling Porsche, then obviously the next upcoming model is interesting for me, but also Porsche is always making, or every sports car or car company in general makes and creates vision cars that won't be actually built in that way, but are sort of the direction the car company aims to build their cars in the future in. This might be content that's not content directly linked to your Porsche 911 in your store. It's not, but it's linked to Porsche in general. It's linked to automotive, to the automotive industry, to cars in general. So you have to think about ways of, for example, if you're a restaurant, it's not about all your food. It's maybe about how to eat healthy. It's maybe about how to cook good meals. It's maybe about, um, so for example, if you are at a restaurant that is very aware of organic food, of regional food, or whatever, um, so it might also be about climate change and politics. Um, it might be about all kinds of stuff that can be associated with food. Maybe also light exercising, who knows? Whatever your target group is, if you are a restaurant that really aims toward healthy food, then also content could be light exercise during workday. That's how you build a brand. A brand is not just about one product. It's about a whole brand identity. For example, let's take a human being. He works the I don't know, the person works in one industry, but the person has a hobby. The person has a private life. The person has a family. The person has friends. He engages with. He does all kinds of things, but this one thing is his main thing. And by seeing what the other person does, we get a whole image of a personality. And this is what brand building is all about. And this is why social media is such a strong channel, because in social media, you can engage with your community and show them it's not just all about our main product, our main service, our offering, but also about this, because we care about those things as well. And oh, surprise, you care about those things as well. And this is how you build a brand. This is how you build a strong emotional connection, because they will feel that you're basically the same as a brand, because you care about them, you care about the same thing they do. This is why social media is such a strong tool. And actually using that two-way street now in social media is way stronger than advertisement used to be before social media. Way, way, way stronger. Because now we have this huge opportunity to build amazing brands just around one simple offering, but to build and to build communities of that empower people and make life better. In a way, that's what brands should aim for. So this is why social media is such a strong tool, in my opinion.